to Top Row Reality, episode 81, and here we go with part 2 pay-per-view review, Survivor Series 01, 02, 03, 04, and 05. Woo! So taking the breath.
Taking the breath. Yeah. Survivor Series 2001. The tagline was "Winner Take All," with the date of November the 18th, 2001, and attendance was 10,142, and the venue was the old Greensboro Coliseum.
We had one heat match. It was Lance Storm, Justin Credible, and Raven, the Alliance, defeating Albert, Sky Duhati, and Spike Dudley of the WWF in a 6-man tag match with no time.
No time.
I don't think. Let me see. Hold on. Nope, no time.
In the second matchup, the first of the pay-per-view, so we'll say the first match.
Yes.
WWF European Championship was on the line with Christian, the champion from the Alliance, defeating, everybody else does, Al Snow of the WWF in 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Our next match was William Regal from the Alliance defeating Tajiri with Tori Wilson from the WWF in 2 minutes and 56 seconds.
Couldn't even make it 3 minutes. The third match of the pay-per-view, the WCW United States Champion Edge of the WWF defeated WWF Intercontinental Champion Test of the Alliance in a title unification matchup, making it the Intercontinental Champion. 11 minutes and 17 seconds.
And it was. The next match was the WCW Tag Team Champions, the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray and Devon of the Alliance, with Stacey Keebler, those
The
long
Duchess of
legs,
Dudleyville,
defeating the WWF Tag Team Champions, the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff, in a steel cage title unification match. Remember, folks, winner takes all.
Take all. 15 minutes, 20 seconds.
15 minutes and 29 seconds.
And then in the fifth match of the pay-per-view, you Test, yes, I said Test again, from the Alliance, won an immunity battle royal by last eliminating the WWF's Billy Gunn in 14 minutes and 3 seconds. In the immunity battle royal, if you win it, you have a year-long contract, no matter if the WWF won that or if the Alliance won that. You had a year-long contract. You could do anything you wanted, and they could not fire you. And Test won that.
In the next match, Trish Stratus of the WWF defeated Lita of the WWF and Jacqueline of the WWF and Molly Holly of the Alliance and Jazz and Ivory.
All of the Alliance.
6-pack challenge to win the vacated WWF Women's Championship. 6-pack challenge. Couldn't make 6 minutes. Under a minute a person. 4 minutes and 21 seconds. So sad.
You could do a 6-pack challenge now with the amount of women they got now.
They could. And it'd be longer than 4 minutes and 21 seconds.
It would. And in the main event of the evening, Team WWF, The Rock, Chris Jericho, The Undertaker, Kane, and The Big Show, slow, defeated the Alliance of Stone Cold Steve Austin, RVD, Kurt Angle, all WWE guys, really, and Booker T, a WCW guy, and Shane McMahon, a WWE guy. In a 5-on-5, look at me, Dad, I'm dancing! In a 5-on-5 Survivor Series tag team matchup in 44 minutes!
That's like one of our segments here, one of our parts here.
In 57 seconds, only because Kurt Angle turned on the Alliance to go back with Vinnie Mac.
He had to come back home.
That's right.
The Alliance could be the Alliance and WWE battle would have been so much better if it would have done the way it should have been done.
Yes, they needed 2 separate programs.
That's a different story
We'll
for
talk
a
about
different day. We may that may
We'll
be one of the things we talk about. Up next was Survivor Series 02. It was November 17, 2002. 17,931 was the attendance, and it was at the Howard Halls of Madison Square Gardens.
And in your first match was a heat match with Lance Storm and William Regal defeating Goldust and the Hurricane in 3 minutes and 1 little bit of second.
They love Lance in their first matches on Heat, don't they?
They do.
Starting the pay-per-view was the Dudley Boys taking on
Bubba and Spike.
It was Bubba and Spike. Ooh, where'd Devon go?
He was on, remember, split the rosters. He was on SmackDown.
Yes.
He was on Reverend Devon.
The old split roster time, folks. Spike and Bubbly. Spike and Bubbly. He's been Bubba and he's been
Bully Bubba.
and now Bubbly. And Jeff Harvey defeated 3-minute warning.
And
Other way down there. Enrico. Okay, that's one that jumped down there for.
It's a
Six-man elimination tables match in 14 minutes and 22 seconds.
They just kind of threw people together on that.
And I bet you Jeff, who's not even a table specialist, put the last person on the table to win.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Hey, wouldn't be
In
surprising.
the second match of the pay-per-view, the WWE Cruiserweight Championship, Billy Kidman defeated Jamie Noble with Nydia. Jamie Noble was the champion, so Billy Kidman is the new champion. 7 minutes and 29 seconds.
The next was the WWE Women's Championship Hardcore match.
Hardcore!
Let's do that to that. Victoria defeated the champion Trish Stratus in 7 minutes and 1 little second.
That's right. Longer than a six-pack challenge.
It was.
It's pretty sad.
It was.
In the following match, the WWE Championship was defended by Brock Lesnar, but the Big Show defeated him in less time than the women's match.
Wow.
4 minutes and 19 seconds, and Brock was with Paul Heyman because that is when Paul Heyman turned on Brock Lesnar and went with the Big Slow.
Well, this is the Big Slow. Up next was the WWE Tag Team Championship. Los Guerreros, Eddie and Chavo Guerrero defeating Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit and Edge and Rey Mysterio by submission in a triple threat elimination match.
And the champions were Edge and Rey Mysterio.
Edge and Rey Mysterio. Very weird. Edge and Rey Mysterio here.
But remember, during the whole
Yeah, no.
when they split the rosters, they just randomly put people together in tag teams. That's why Benoit and Kurt Angle are random tag teams.
Yes. But Benoit and Kurt Angle,
They make
They-
sense.
yeah,
They do
yes,
make
yeah.
sense. But it was
19 minutes, 25 seconds, longer than the world title match.
pretty daggone sad. Well, not the world, the WWE.
Oh, the WWE
Because we
Championship.
have next the World
Wow.
Heavyweight Championship in elimination, the very fat
Very weird, huh?
elimination chamber with Shawn Michaels.
Okay, now I see why it's why the world title was the main event and not your championship was not the main event.
Exactly. Shawn Michaels defeated Triple H, the champion, with Ric Flair. Also RVD, Booker T, Kane, and Chris Jericho in 39 minutes and 20 seconds. Good gosh almighty.
We're gonna see big changes next time though in the main event.
Because the next one, we got Survivor Series 2003. The tagline was A Fall from Grace. November the 16th, 2003. And the attendance on 13,487 in the American Airlines Center.
In the heat match, we start off with another heat match here, folks. The Cruiserweight Champion Tajiri defeated Jamie Nobleboy in 4 minutes and 13 seconds. And then we roll on to the pay-per-view.
The pay-per-view, we have Team Angle, Kurt Angle,
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Chris Benoit, John Cena, Hardcore Holly coming to get revenge for his broken neck, and Bradshaw defeating Team Lesnar, Brock, Big Show, Matt Morgan, Nathan Jones, and A-Train. They have said this was one of the biggest teams ever assembled weight-wise in the Survivor Series. Not talent-wise, because you had Matt Morgan and Nathan Jones. The other, I like A-Train and Big Show and Brock Lesnar. They're good. They're talented. Hey, one of them is training the future.
Did you give the time?
505 Survivor Series match, 13 minutes and 15 seconds.
Up next was the WWE Women's Championship. It was Molly Holly, the champion, defeating Lita in 6 minutes and 48 seconds.
In the fourth match, this is one of my favorite Survivor Series pay-per-views. The fourth match, which is actually the third match of the pay-per-view, Kane defeated Shane McMahon in an epic ambulance match in 13 minutes and 34 seconds. Remember, survival.
Had to survive, well, that's right. Up next was the WWE Tag Team Championship. It took 7 minutes and 31 seconds for the champions, the Los Guerreros, Eddie and Chavo Guerrero, to be defeated. Oh, they're the champions?
The C is on this side.
That's right.
You are blind.
I'm blind. I'm blind in one eye. I can't see out of the other.
Woo.
Let me start over. Take two. The champions, the Basham brothers, Doug and Danny Basham,
With Shaniqua.
who has chest problems.
She got bit by mosquitoes and they
That's
grew
right.
her.
That was amazing. They defeated the Guerreros in 7 minutes 31 seconds to retain the tag team
There you
titles.
go. And in the fifth match of the night, Team Bischoff, Chris Jericho, Christian, Randy Orton, Scott Steiner, and Mark Henry defeated Team Austin, and if Austin's team lost, Austin had to get out of town. with Shawn Michaels, RVD, Booker T, the Dudley Boys, Bubba, and Devon in a 5-on-5 Survivor Series match in 27 minutes, 27 seconds, 27-27. It's like they did it on purpose.
No, it's like they knew. Good timing out there.
Weird.
The next match was a Buried Alive match. An
Very-
Undertaker special.
Very good match.
That he doesn't need to have because he doesn't always come out as the winner. I don't think he ever did.
Rarely.
Maybe once. And of course, again, he didn't come out because I think Kane and a few
Kane
people.
interfered.
Was it just Kane? Like everybody on the
No,
roster?
no, it was Kane because this was leading up to they buried the Undertaker in this very match.
McMahon won the match. by burying
McMahon won the
Undertaker,
match.
Yes.
He buried the Undertaker,
In 11 minutes, 59 seconds.
and then at the Royal Rumble, while Kane was out at the pay-per-view, everything started flickering and going crazy, and because after the Survivor Series pay-per-view, he did a eulogy and everything
Of course.
for his brother, and this led to the because he was the biker Undertaker at this point. He came back at that WrestleMania 20. He came back to face Kane the second time they fought at WrestleMania, and he brought back Paul Bearer. And he brought back the dead man gimmick. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
And the biker gimmick never came back.
It kept rolling.
Exactly. So that set all that up right there. Because you had to go away, gross hair out.
Yeah. November did work.
Exactly.
Main event.
Main event. Goldberg was the World Heavyweight Champion at this point, and he defeated Triple H. That was accompanied by Ric Flair in 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
Up next was Survivor Series 04. November 14, 2004. Attendance was 7,500.
Oh, that hurts.
That's hard. Maybe I missed one.
The pocketbook.
Maybe the one didn't get put in there.
I don't know, but that pocketbook got hurt if it's really 7,500.
The arena was the Gund Arena.
So I want to know where they're at, where the Gund Arena is, and how many people can fit in there, because that's bad.
That is bad. Depending on how they set it up. No big special cages. Not good. And the opening match for Heat, and the only match for Heat, it was La Resistance. Savon Grenier and Robert Conway.
I don't know how to say it with a little dash in there. It's not trash. It's like a little thing, like how they do it, in the French and all.
Well, they defeated the Hurricane and Rosie in 4 minutes and 59 seconds.
First match of the pay-per-view, Spike Dudley, the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, defeated Billy Kidman, Chavo Guerrero, and Rey Mysterio in a fatal 4-way for the Cruiserweight Championship in 9 minutes and 9 seconds.
In the next match, the Intercontinental Champion Shelton Benjamin defeated Christian with Tyson Tomko
The problem solver.
in 13 minutes and 23 seconds.
In the third match of the pay-per-view, Team Guerrero, Eddie Guerrero, Big Show, RVD, and John Cena defeated Team Angle of Kurt Angle, Carlito, Luther Reigns, and Mark Jacques with Jesus, which was Aaron Aguila, by the way, for our 4 Survivor Series match in 12 minutes and 26 seconds. Because, see, John Cena was feuding with Carlito because supposedly John Cena was in a bar, Carlito or Jesus, whichever one, stabbed him in the daggum stomach. Sure, why not? Sure.
That's great writing.
Great.
The next match is probably your favorite of the card. The Undertaker defeated Hayden Wright with Paul Heyman. So Hayden Wright was a Heyman guy?
Yeah, Heyman was with him for a while.
I'm sorry, Paul. Why were you punished?
Hayden Wright reminds me of Ryback.
15 minutes and 58 seconds. That's pretty good.
Hayden Wright.
I'm not a big Ryback fan, but that's a slap in the face to poor Ryback.
But doesn't it sound the same to you? As long as he doesn't rape Michael Cole, I guess Ryback will be
I guess we'll be okay.
Next is the 5th match of the night. Trish Stratus, the women's champion, defeated Lita, one of the biggest feuds of all time for the women's division, in only 1 minute. Wow! Minute and 24 seconds. That's a travesty.
That is, especially for those two great women.
A huge feud right there between them two, and it
they
was
get
a DQ. A minute 24, and they get a DQ.
That is pitiful.
Horrible.
That is bad timing.
Horrible.
Next up was the WWE Championship match. The champion, John Bradshaw Layfield, Leno Jones, defeated Booker T.
Who? What'd you call him?
Orlando Jordan. Jones.
Think
They call
Orlando
Orlando
Jones.
Jones.
Think Orlando Jones is an actor.
It's still a black guy, though. 14 minutes and 43 seconds.
Oh,
Oh, Lord, who cares? What is he doing now? Either of them.
The actor ain't doing nothing.
Exactly, and this is the wrestler.
Well, the wrestler's doing something, if you know what I mean. He's doing a couple of people at one time.
Him and Virgil are trying to get people to come to and sign autographs.
Orlando Jordan with his bisexual lovers. I think he's living in Australia now, married to a woman. There's probably other people involved in that. Just saying!
And we detoured all. Now we're coming back. The
We're
main
coming
event.
back for the main event. The 7th match of the night with Team Orton. Randy Orton, Chris Benoit, Chris Jericho, and Maven.
Wow, that was doing so well for a while.
The first three, it's like, this is main event caliber people. And could have all been Hall of Famers except for that guy who made a big mistake. And then we get Maven.
Yes.
We get Maven. Ladies and gentlemen. They defeated Team Triple H with, I mean, they should have swapped out Maven and Shelton, and that would have been great. Put Shelton in there, that would have been fine. But Maven couldn't beat Christian on his best day anyway. Team Triple H, Edge, Batista, and Gene Snitsky.
I guess I just get both bad on both ends. So you get 3 good, and then we have to throw in a honker in there.
They had to get 2 people, I guess, get defeated pretty easily. Snitsky and
Don't
Maven.
care.
With Ric Flair in a 4-on-4 Survivor Series match of 24 minutes and 31 seconds. And I'll give you the backstory very quickly on this very matchup with Team Orton versus Triple H. If Team Orton's team, because see, Eric Bischoff was going on vacation for a month. Who goes on vacation for a month,
Eric
people?
Bischoff does.
Eric Bischoff does. And so, whichever team won, each person on the team would be in control for 1 week.
Oh.
They would be the general manager for a week. So Maven got a week, Benoit got a week, Jericho got a week, and Orton got a week. But if it was Triple H's team, it would have been the opposite, and Snitsky would have had a week. Ugh, scary.
He just picks up the script, reads it.
He would have just taken a baby and punted it. But anyway, so that's the
Wasn't my
backstory.
fault.
That's right. That's the backstory on that main event matchup there. Then you have Survivor Series 2005 with the tagline "The Beginning of the End." November the 27th, 2005. They actually put it on the weekend.
Yes,
of,
it's not
because the other one's the weekend before. All those other ones were the weekend before
Thanks.
Thanksgiving. This one was actually around the time. With the attendance of 15,000 people in the Joe Louis Arena, and then you did not have a heat match, you did not have a pre-show match, you had a dark match.
Oh!
That's even worse for these people. They don't even get on camera.
But look who it is, though.
You had Juventud Guerrero with Psychosis and Super Crazy, because they are
Mexicools.
Mexicools. Defeated Simon Dean, who has in 4 minutes and 10 seconds.
To start off the pay-per-view, it was Booker T with Charmel defeating Chris Benoit in match 1 of the Best of 7 series for the United States Championship in 14 minutes and 39 seconds.
Recreating something from WCW, because they had a best of 7 for that same
I
title.
like that.
I do. I think they can do that a lot more nowadays, because they love having people face each other over and over and over and over.
Now, something, yeah, they do. Something like this, because I think they're leading that way of having Jack Swagger taking on Alberto. That would help this feud, because I do not want to see them just have a regular match for the title. I'd rather have something, you know.
Because Jack Swagger needs something, because he doesn't look legit right now. He hasn't been on TV in 6 months, and then they're like, oh, but he's going to the U.S. title. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, the second match of the pay-per-view, Trish Stratus, the women's champion, with Mickie James.
Crazy Mickey.
Crazy Mickey defeated Crazy Melina with Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro for the WWE Women's Championship in 6 minutes and 30 seconds.
Up next was Triple H defeating Ric Flair last man standing match.
Woo!
27 minutes and a second.
Went over their time. Fourth match of the pay-per-view. John Cena.
Right.
Yeah! Cena. If anybody had earplugs in, they're like, ah, I got him. John Cena, the WWE champion, defeated Kurt Angle with Daivari as a special guest referee, because Daivari was apparently like managing Kurt Angle at the time. I don't know, it was weird. They were trying to find something for him to do.
Yes.
Because they booted Muhammad Hassan out the door,
Yes,
and then Daivari, being with Great Khali, went.
We're not just going to die. We're not going to let the situation die down. We're just going to fire you.
Yes. It's very bad stuff.
Put you away, go do house shows, and then bring you back after the heat dies.
Exactly. In 13 minutes and 56 seconds.
It's not like he said it's not like he called somebody the N-word.
No!
So all he did was just choke somebody. They didn't show up on TV. You can't blame him for something that happened in real life.
Exactly.
Hey, here's a part. You tape SmackDown, cut it out. No one would have known.
Nobody knows. Okay.
Just cut it out.
This next match is a barn bomber.
Yes, it is. Where's John Laurinaitis at on this one?
Right.
And then there's Theodore Long. Teddy, coming to get you. Mac Militant, you know.
Coming to get it out.
With Palmer Cannon.
Do you remember him?
Yes, I kind of remember Palmer Cannon.
He ran away from that company. He left because they were picking on him too much.
He got thin. He's got very thin skin.
Very thin skin, yes, because JBL picked on him a lot.
Well, Theodore R. Long, Teddy Long, defeated Eric Bischoff in 5 minutes and 23 seconds.
Woo.
Whew, that's awful guts. And that's before the main event, folks.
Right before the main event, number 6, they only had 6 pay-per-view matches with Team WWE SmackDown. Batista, Rey Mysterio, John Bradshaw Layfield, Bobby Lashley, who was the first one eliminated in this match, and Randy Orton, because I was just watching this on a video, with Bob Orton. Don't bleed on The Undertaker. You know you had something wrong with you.
Yes.
You had hepatitis, and you knew it. Anyway, and Jillian Hall defeated Team WWE Raw, Shawn Michaels, Kane, Big Show, Carlito, and Chris Masters, and the Sole Survivor. Who would you think is the Sole Survivor on SmackDown? Look across the board.
Well, saying that I just saw the match.
No, you can't tell me. You can't tell me. You know it. Not supposed to know it. But when you look at it, who would you have thought would have been the Sole Survivor for SmackDown?
Batista.
Thank you. But it was Randy Orton. And it was in a comeback moment. It had like multiple guys. I think it was Kane, Big Show, and Shawn Michaels against Randy Orton. I'm like, he's a heel. What the crap?
Yes.
No sense.
It was. Yes, because Shawn was by himself. He super kicked Ray when he jumped off the ropes and jumped in. He
Yes,
super
he
kicked
did
Ray.
the Shelton Benjamin kick thing.
Yep.
And so he took Rey Mysterio out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Bradshaw, and then Randy got him. RKO'd him.
So that's what it was. It was the opposite. It was Shawn was by himself, and he thought they were going
Shawn
to
was
come
by-
back.
Yeah, Shawn was by
Gotcha.
himself, and Shawn had 3-on-1 because they were eliminating WWE Raw.
I couldn't remember if it was Randy Orton with 3-on-1 against
No,
him.
it was SmackDown
Shawn.
had 3-on-1. Yeah.
Gotcha. Shawn was by himself, and
Boom.
they
Bye-bye.
thought it was
Bye-bye.
going to come back, but he
Oh
didn't.
yeah,
Have
that's what Shawn always does.
Of course, but Randy Orton said, "Ah,
And he gave him
not today,
that was all she wrote.
not today." But that is it, ladies and
Did you give
gentlemen.
the time?
24 and 1 penny.
That was it, folks.
That was it. What a pay-per-view. And ladies and gentlemen, up next in part 3, last week you got the special presentation.
Yes.
All by himself in part 3 of Jeb Salvage.
We instead of us talking about it, we let Jeff Sandwich talk about
That's right.
it.
For the very first ever segment of Let's Talk About It, we let Jeb talk about it.
Hey, we start off with a bang.
Start off with a bang.
course you
Ladies
do.
and gentlemen, now we get a kaboom! Because we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about Seth. We're going to talk about the title. We're going to talk about what happened in Dubai.
Dubai.
I know.
Dublin, Ireland.
Dublin. I was close.
Dublin.
I was going to way up part of the country.
You were going to Dubai or something, weren't you?
Yes, I was.
Wow, sir.
Ireland. We'll talk about all that. Plus what we think will happen.
Who will win the tournament?
Who will be who will think may be in the tournament. So
Ooh.
join us right back here for part 3 as we talk about Seth Rollins.